What is up, YouTube? Ruben here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the HP Compaq Elite 8300 Ultra Slim Desktop Tower, or USDT. They're known for one of the last computers on the Compaq line, and then replace it with the Elite Desk line, which is still used today. This computer has interesting ports like USB 3.0. Not only has a PCIe slot, the PCIe SSD slot, it also has an mSATA slot. So you can actually put in an mSATA or possibly an M2 SSD. Get this out of the way. So let's go ahead and get started. Here on the front, you got the vent. Yeah, you got the vents for the heat sink, because there is a fan right there. Even though the heat sink is known to be not hot or warm, it is actually cool. This is actually using a low-powered socket 1155 processor. Right here you got the DVD burner, no light scribe, so may not be a DVD burner. Here you got the power button, the power and the hard drive indicators. If you looked at the Compaqs from this generation, you're going to have 4 USB 2.0 ports. And the camera I think the camera's not focusing. There we go. Here, this is something interesting. Not only uses a single headphone jack, but it's also using a microphone headphone combination jack. That was my charger, by the way. And right here, we have the artifact for an SD card slot. I'm not going to show you guys the left, but on the left you will have the Windows 7 sticker, the Intel Core i7 sticker. It all has to depend on the CPU configuration. You're also going to get the model number, the serial number, one sticker, and the Windows 7 product key, along with the Energy Saver sticker, which is why it is low powered. Let's go ahead and take you guys to the back. For some odd reason, usually face it towards the back, but I need to have it plugged in along with the VGA cable. Let's go ahead and get to the back. Right here, we got the fan, and that is for ventilation. And the air blows out from here. And yes, and my voice is not close enough to the phone. Here you got 2 audio jacks, line in and line out, even though this one has built-in speakers. Here you got 2 display ports. Right here, we got 4 USB 3.0 ports. So you can actually plug in some modern USB devices like an external hard drive, an external, or actually a portable hard drive, newer printers, or even better, faster USB flash drives. And here you got the standard 2 USB 2.0 ports, the Ethernet port. This is actually a gigabit 10, 100, 1000 a gigabit Ethernet port, if I mentioned that already. Here you got 2 PS2 ports. Here you got the VGA port, which is being used by that Dell monitor. And of course, this one uses the 19.5 volt HP DC in jack. And that uses HP laptop chargers, and it will also accept higher end high wattage power adapters. And yes, I'm using this 230 watt HP power supply, and that's it. Right here we got all of the information, which, of course, who knows. Here you got the code. I'm not sure what it is, and here we got the model number from here. Show you guys the inside real quick. We're gonna have a separate video of this upgrade, an upgrade guide for this computer. And let's go ahead and take a look inside. Here's a look on the inside. We can see it will accept MXM graphics cards. Very rare, to be honest. And that is what this fan is for, cooling out MXM graphics cards. Again, I'll be doing the upgrade guide because it may take a while to open this thing entirely. We got the optical drive right here. Under here we got the hard drive, the PCIe SSD slot, and the mSATA slot. Here we got DDR3 RAM, and yes, it's using a single stick. I'll tell you the RAM when I do the specs. Right here you got the heatsink. Under that heatsink is that Intel Core i7-3770S. And here you got the fan to cool down the processor. And yes, some of you are gonna ask, why is this CMOS battery like that? Like mounted vertically? Well, there's no room to install a CMOS battery. So that is why they have to mount it vertically. That's all I'm gonna say in the inside. Let's go ahead and close it and tell you the specs. Okay, now it's time to get to the specs. Hopefully, I have the flashlight on, but at least I can try to do my best to make it more lighter. There we go. This one has a 3.1 GHz Intel Core i7-3770S. I already said that not that long ago. It will accept second and third gen Intel Core processors from this series, like this computer. This one has 4 GB of DDR3, 1600 MHz RAM, so it's not 1066, and it has a 500 gig hard drive. This one actually uses a laptop hard drive for purposes of why they're making it low powered. And yes, this is designed for Windows 7 Professional, but it's actually running Windows 10 Anniversary Update, so version 1607. I may wish to upgrade the operating system to 1803 or so. Maybe I could try 1809, but I don't feel like installing 1809 on it. I may expect to install or upgrade it to 1803. Let's go ahead and power it on. I'm going to go to the BIOS. I need to plug in my keyboard and mouse, and we'll explore in depth on the actual software and also the BIOS. So let's go ahead and get this thing running. If it's still showing up on this Dell monitor. For this consideration, for those of you who are headphone users, please turn down the volume. Even though the computer doesn't sound that bad, doesn't get loud at all. But I'm gonna say a phrase from UXW Bill. Headphone users, you have 15 seconds to turn down the volume. Okay. I'm gonna hit the power button. And yes, I'm still using the, I'm actually using the HP power brick. You can't see it now because I don't have the flashlight on. But as the UXW bill says, smoke test! Well, that's gonna be a bad idea if I scream out loud. I'm gonna hit F10. I don't know why it says save, change, and exit. Oh, I know. I hit F10 too many times, and hitting F10 will get you there. Save, changes, and exit. Well, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go to system information, and here we have, this one's 1 megabyte of cache, L2 by the way, and 8 megabytes of L3 cache. You can see it's only 4 gigabytes of RAM. Let's go and hit escape. Here you can read this if you want. Let's see. No setup password. I don't need a setup password because I don't want to get locked out from this computer. In the BIOS, by the way. It may support EFI BIOS, but it's not even activated. And it doesn't even have secure boot. If I try to go to system security, they don't have secure boot. I don't need secure boot, by the way. For those of you who don't know what secure boot is, that is basically going to keep your original parts. But if you deactivate it, you can upgrade it to anything, which is kind of nice. The boot order. You can read this. I don't want to read the rest of this, even though this one can accept booting from USB. I did do that on my Windows 10 64-bit USB install drive. That works fine. Let's go ahead and hit escape. And then I'll go ahead and ignore changes and exit. And I hit yes. Let's boot into Windows 10. Yes, I did name it user. I should have put my name on it. And there we go. We are booted into the desktop. Now, let's get you guys to system properties. Okay, we got system properties open. And yes, the camera is actually flickering. Yeah, it's actually making it flicker, the monitor. Doesn't like the refresh rate. But anyway, we're running Windows 10 Pro. You can see an Intel Core i7 3770S, 4 gigabytes of RAM. This one's running a 64-bit operating system, so it's running Windows 10 Pro 64-bit, 3.88 gigs usable, and that is because of the Intel graphics. Windows is not activated, yeah, sure, because we're not going to go activated on this. Let's go ahead and go to Device Manager. Should have best if I used a tripod. But I don't care about the tripod nowadays. For the hard drive is using a Hitachi drive. These HGST or Hitachi drives are known for very unreliable speeds or failures. Using Realtek audio like most of these HPs have, now known to be used by Connextant in most of these Elite desks. It's using Intel HD Graphics 4000. It should focus. Processors. Now, this is a quad-core hyper-threaded processor, so it's going to have 4 cores and 8 threads. And yes, you can see the date, December 23rd, right here. This computer supports GPM 1.2, and that is because this Intel processor will support vPro technology, and yes, that is said on the sticker there, because it has advanced security features. Yes, standard high definition audio device and Realtek high definition audio, even though the high definition audio device is good enough for me for what I need it for. And is using an Intel Q77 chipset according to Crucial's website. And I have checked that on Crucial's website, and you can upgrade this to 16 gigabytes of RAM and SATA-III. And yes, this will support SATA-III. And of course, it's using the Intel 7 series chipset, also known to be, again, the Q77. And that's it. Let's go ahead and get you guys to the programs. Here are the programs that it's bundled with. You can read the rest of this if you want. You can pause it if you need that. Okay then, let's go ahead and run LibreOffice. For those of you who are Linux users, you're going to see LibreOffice. Let's create a writer document. Now, I'm going to type hello. I'm going to make this big. Let's try the highest one. I could say 96. I'm going to highlight it, bold, italicize it, underline it, strike through. Let's try superscript and a subscript. And there you go. And yes, I'm using LibreOffice Writer, which you can download it for free. And I say, we're not going to save that. Let's try to run Google Chrome. Man, it's been a while since the last tech video when I celebrated Windows 7. Which I'll have a link in the video description if you want to see that. There we go. We are running Chrome 63. Now, I'm going to show you guys one of the newest programs that Adobe put out. Adobe Reader DC. And there you go. Opens up like that. Now, let's go ahead and run PDF Creator. And there you go. PDF Creator opens up just fine. And now I'm going to run VLC Media Player 2.2.6. And yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. And I'm going to say another phrase for this. Jesus is the reason for the season. Same thing with Madame Roy, which, if you watched it, you should know what it means. Jesus is the reason for the season. I should have wrote that in LibreOffice Writer. Let's go ahead and... Now, since I'm running Windows 10 Anniversary Update, I'm going to show you some known problems. Okay, I'm in WordPad. Or I should say... Okay, should say that. But anyway, when I click on File, Print Preview, and when I click this, it should work fine. But if I click on Close Print Preview, now, it works fine, but it should give me an error saying that WordPad just stopped working. And this is a known problem in Windows 10 Anniversary Update back in July 2016. I'm not going to save that. Another thing that you really need to watch out for, if you try to restart the computer, it's not going to restart. And I had that problem on this computer already. Well, a couple of days ago. Actually, a week ago, to be honest, since I got this. Yes, I got the your usual thing about why I got this, the one on top, which I'm going to be reviewing next week or so, if I have the time. And that computer, and that HP 2000. Yeah, the junkyard. You guessed it. And yes, it fits on my red backpack right here. So, when you try to restart Windows 10 Anniversary Update, it won't do that. You have to power reset your computer in order to restart. But if you upgrade it to the next version of Windows, which is Windows 10 Creators Update version 1703, that should fix this issue. And this is a known problem in Windows 10 1607. Yes, I'm actually scooting my chair. It's very common in Windows 10 back then. Didn't happen on any of these versions like that. But in 1607, it did the same thing. And yes, Madam Roy, if you're watching this, I know you had the same problem on your computers. People, if you upgraded to 1703, that should fix this problem. Another problem in most of these Windows 8 and 10 operating systems is that if you try to shut down or restart your computer, of course it will shut down, but it will say getting ready, do not turn off your computer. Well, it does nothing. So what you have to do is turn off the computer to power reset, turn it back on, and then still gonna say it, but it's gonna go away. And there you go, you just fixed it. And that is a known problem for system protection, which is known to be system restore. And I found out that the system restore was turned on, and I need to turn that off. And since I optimized Windows 10, I'll have the optimization guide in the video description if you want to see that. That's only for 1709, by the way. But some of them which has the same features that you can turn off. Okay then, let's go ahead and pause the video real quick and I'll be back. Okay, this is the information for the Intel Graphics 4000. This is high definition. 32 megabytes of dedicated video RAM, but it actually shares 1760 megabytes if the camera will focus. There we go. And that gives you a total of 1792 megabytes or 1.78 gigabytes of total RAM on the graphics chip. Yeah, I don't know why Nancy's crying, but anyway, let's go ahead and close this because I don't need that. And there you go. Now I'll tell you the conclusion. In conclusion, is it worth it? Yes, it does. The Intel graphics should handle internet browsing, watching some YouTube videos, and that's it. Yeah, that was my fridge right here, or my family's fridge, by the way. Yeah, this computer is actually a business class machine, so you can actually run business programs like Google Chrome, like this one, and so and so and so. If anyone wants to see these things, like, I'm gonna use that every day, and I can use it for media production. Well, this is a good computer. And yes, it will support up to 16 gigabytes of RAM. If you upgrade it to an MXM graphics card, you can actually game on this, and you can turn it into a small gaming PC. I'll put up if Amazon or eBay sells this computer like this size, I'll provide a link in the video description if any of you wants to buy one. Well, that is it. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. Probably not gonna edit on this computer. I'll be editing on the HP Pavilion G7. And that's it. I'll see you next time. Oh, before I end the video, happy holidays and a happy new year. Even though today's the 23rd and we got 2 days of Christmas. And yes, I don't use that Dell Precision T5500 anymore. I took out the hard drive, and this is known for hard drive failures. And the HP monitor, which I put it over there, where my backpack is, that screen does not come on anymore. So it's unfortunate that workstations use DVI. Luckily, I have a DVI to VGA adapter to use. Okay then, happy holidays. Happy holidays, happy new year, and enjoy your Christmas fun and also New Year's fun. Well, like I say, or if I pronounce it right, but happy holidays, Merry Christmas, I can't even talk. Happy New Year, and yes, winter solstice happened on December 21st, and yeah, alright then, I'll see you next time. Here's a bonus clip for you guys. Say hello to Luna. She's doing very well. Yes, we have to do some work on the holes that she's been digging lately. And yes, we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plastic bottles and a rock right here. And in order to lock it, we have to use this natural gas or gas tank, so we can prevent Luna from getting out. And I also did some work right here. You can see I already patched the holes so my dog doesn't get out anymore. You can see look how ridiculous it is. At least I actually patched a hole already. Okay, just to let you know that my dog's doing great. And yes, she is sleepy. Okay then, time to sleep, Luna. Well, even though it is morning. Okay then, I'll see you next time.